In the beginning, the world of the dinosaurs was alive with movement and sound. Vast green plains stretched beyond the horizon, crossed by wide, winding rivers that shimmered under warm sunlight. Towering ferns and ancient trees formed dense forests where herds moved peacefully through the humid air. Life followed a steady rhythm shaped by light, water, and seasons. Each morning, herbivorous dinosaurs grazed slowly across open fields, pulling leaves from tall cycads and stripping branches with powerful jaws. Their massive bodies moved in calm coordination, protecting the young that walked between them. Hatchlings stayed close to their mothers, learning which plants were safe to eat and which areas to avoid. Survival was taught through quiet example. Near riverbanks, families gathered to drink. The sound of moving water mixed with distant calls that echoed across valleys. Some calls warned of danger, others were signals between herd members, keeping the group together. In this ancient world, communication meant safety. Predators lived by different rules. Carnivorous dinosaurs watched from shadows at the edge of forests. Their sharp eyes followed the movement of weaker prey. When the moment came, they sprinted with sudden power, claws tearing into soft ground as they chased their target. Hunting was fast and violent, but it was part of the natural balance. Predator and prey shaped each other's strength. Nesting season brought new energy to the land. Mothers carefully prepared nests using soil and vegetation to keep eggs warm. They guarded them fiercely from scavengers. When eggs hatched, tiny dinosaurs broke free into a world both beautiful and dangerous. Many would not survive, but those who did grew quickly in a land filled with opportunity. Seasons changed slowly. During wetter times, rivers overflowed and plants grew thick and green. Herds expanded and predators thrived. During drier months, migration began. Thousands of heavy footsteps pressed into the earth as herds traveled toward distant feeding grounds. These journeys were long and exhausting, but they were part of life's cycle. Thunderstorms sometimes rolled across the plains. Lightning split the sky, and heavy rain soaked the forests. Dinosaurs sought shelter among trees or beneath cliffs. When calm returned, sunlight warmed their scaled skin once more. Days passed peacefully. Generations grew, matured, and raised young of their own. For millions of years, this balance continued. Dinosaurs ruled land, river, and forest. Their world seemed endless. But slowly, changes began to appear. Some seasons grew longer and harsher. Certain plants became less abundant. Rivers that once flowed strongly began shrinking during extended dry periods. Herds were forced to travel farther for food. Tension rose as predators competed over fewer prey. Young dinosaurs struggled more often. Weaker individuals fell behind during migration. Forests thinned in some regions, replaced by dry, open ground. Storms grew stronger, winds harsher. Subtle shifts in climate placed quiet pressure on an ecosystem that had long seemed unshakable. Then came signs no creature could understand. Dust appeared along distant horizons. The ground trembled faintly beneath heavy feet. Animals grew restless. At dusk, the sky glowed with strange, unnatural light. The world felt uneasy. One night, a bright object streaked across the dark sky. It burned with intense fire, growing larger with terrifying speed. Dinosaurs looked upward, confused and afraid. The ground shook as the asteroid raced toward Earth. The impact was beyond imagination. Near what we now call the Chicxulub crater, the asteroid struck with unimaginable force. Shockwaves tore across continents, forests ignited instantly, firestorms spread through valleys and across plains, earthquakes split the land, tsunamis rose in distant oceans. Ash and dust blasted high into the atmosphere, forming a thick global cloud. Within days, sunlight faded, skies turned dark gray, temperatures began to drop. Plants could no longer perform the simple miracle of turning sunlight into life. Leaves withered, forests died, grasslands turned barren. Herbivorous dinosaurs searched desperately for food that no longer grew. They walked across frost-covered ground where green life once flourished. Many grew thin and weak, their calls echoed across empty plains. Carnivorous dinosaurs soon faced their own crisis. With herbivores dying, prey vanished. Predators wandered across silent landscapes, ribs visible beneath tight skin. Hunting grounds became graveyards. Cold intensified as sunlight remained blocked. Ash continued to fall like dark snow. Rivers froze in places. The once vibrant world became quiet and lifeless. Entire populations collapsed. Herds that once numbered thousands were reduced to dozens, then to only a few. A lone dinosaur might wander across barren land, searching for a single surviving plant. The last herds weakened together, staying close for warmth and protection. Final individuals struggled against hunger and freezing temperatures. One by one, they fell. In time, the last dinosaur collapsed onto the hardened earth. There were no witnesses, only cold wind moving across ash-covered ground. The Age of Dinosaurs, which had lasted over 160 million years, ended because a massive asteroid impact blocked sunlight and disrupted Earth's climate beyond recovery. Yet Earth itself did not die. Slowly, dust settled, sunlight began to return,